Hey my Liptons, so I wanted to do a quick video, and I know I've been doing so many Jodha Akbar reviews. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm just watching the show as it goes on. And, I did a review recently, and I've been taking on Jodha's wig a little bit. I've been dragging Jodha, but I feel like, let's be very clear. At the end of the day, Jodha is the protagonist in the show. It is what it is. She is the protagonist. And I do love her. I love her dearly, but it's just there's sometimes where she really pisses me off with her with some of the decisions that she makes. So it's like I have to tug on her wig a little bit. But the one person who I don't mind like scraping that wig right off. I need to take a knife to scrape her wig off, and that is Ruqaiya. Let me tell you guys something right now, and I said it before in a previous video. The only thing I like about Ruqaiya is her name. That's it. That's all. And it's just like, for her to have such a beautiful name and for her to be like such a terrible person, it really hurts my feelings. Because I want to know. And maybe somebody needs to explain this to me. And I'm watching back the previous episodes of Jodha Akbar, and guys, please don't mind the background because it's really windy outside. Just FYI, it's super windy and super cold outside, so please don't mind the background. But I just wanted to know, why is Ruqaiya so entitled? Like, Ruqaiya is like super duper entitled. She's selfish. She only cares about herself. She only cares about titles. She only cares about her status in court. She only cares about her station in court. So it's just like, where did this entitlement come from, right? Because let's be very clear. Jalal has other wives as well. It's not just Ruqaiya. Yes, Ruqaiya was the first one, but guess what? He has other wives too. They're wives that come from different kingdoms. Yes, some of them are made. Some of them he got from war, whatever. But it's like, and some of them, you can kind of see the entitlement of some of them because they're a little bit catty and that sort of thing. But it's not the way how Ruqaiya is. And maybe that's like the first wife syndrome. I don't know. That's maybe what it is. But here's the thing. Because I went back to the beginning just to see, like, because it's like now, like, I'm at a part of Jodha Akbar where it's like, yeah, Jalal and Jodha fall in love. I'm happy. We're excited. But then it's like you always have Ruqaiya just angry and creeping and just doesn't want our good sis Jodha to win, right? So I went back again, because that's the thing about me. Like, even though I watched Jodha Akbar, I watched it when it came on TV, but it's like I always have to go back again just to see, like, damn, like, we really came to this point. And it took so long for Jalal and Jodha to fall in love. It took so long. But we got here. We're here. We started from the bottom, now we're here. Okay, no Drake. But I wanted to go back again, because it's like there's probably some things I didn't notice between Ruqaiya that made her this way. And let's be very clear, in the beginning of Jodha Akbar, Ruqaiya is the same way. Very, very like, oh, I'm the top, I'm the first. Yeah, I'm the queen consort. Jalal likes me better. Jalal loves me more. Well, not love, because it's like, and that's the thing too. Ruqaiya never really loved Jalal. She loved the idea of Jalal. She loved the emperor. She didn't love the person, right? So when I look back at it, right, and I'm watching the earlier episodes, Ruqaiya is being coddled. She's always getting gassed up by Jalal. At least I have to give credit where credit is due. At least Mahamanga kept warning Ruqaiya over, and she'd be warning Ruqaiya over and over for years. She's like, well, not years, but like the time when Jodha came, Mahamanga was like, girl, you think that you special, that you, like, yeah, you're the queen consort, yeah, Jalal is your favorite. Jalal can switch in just a second, because this girl, Jodha, I can see it from a mile away. He's going to find her interesting. He's going to find her, oh, she's very unique. Like, she's her own person. She's very prideful. She doesn't want me, so why doesn't she want me? Like, Mahamanga warned Ruqaiya. She was like, listen, you are not that girl. As much as I hate Jodha Begum, but I can see why Jalal will fall in love with a Jodha Begum, right? And Mahamanga told Ruqaiya this. And Ruqaiya, while yes, Ruqaiya kind of saw the signs, but it's like, Ruqaiya was still like, oh no, Jalal considers me my favorite, I feel like Jalal really coddled Ruqaiya to the point where this woman was in denial about her position, and as far as like in his life, as his queen, as his wife, as like, you know, the head of the harem. Like, she really thought that she was that girl. And I just saw one of the episodes where Jalal and Ruqaiya were plotting against Jodha in the beginning, and Jalal was just like, oh, to Ruqaiya, oh, this is the reason why you're my favorite. You always understand what I'm thinking. You always this and that and that. Just always just fucking like just gassing her up. And Ruqaiya's just sitting in the back, because she was taking a bath while Jalal came in there. She was taking a bath. She was like, oh, yes, like I'm your favorite. Yes, like I'm your favorite wife. I'm your first wife. And it's like, listen, in a way, yes. Do I kind of feel like, you know, she's a little bit the entitlement is like concrete? Yes, because it's like at the end of the day, Jalal and Ruqaiya, you know, they were best friends. They grew up together. You know, they grew up together. They were besties until Jalal's father, you know, made an arranged marriage when they were young. So basically like a child marriage, and got them married. And, you know, Ruqaiya was his first. You know, that was his first everything. So, yes, while I do understand it, but it's like, Ruqaiya, your head got too big. You thought that you were just that girl. And that's why, honestly, we need to be honest. This is why Ruqaiya could never have kids. This is why God took that uterus right away. And that's no shade. Not all shade, all tea. The tree was thrown, okay? God took away that uterus because he said, listen, the true queen, the true mother is the real Maryam Uz-Zamani. Y'all stop playing with Jodha's name. Even though I do be dragging Jodha, no shade. But y'all stop playing with Jodha's name, okay? This is the true Maryam Uz-Zamani. Stop playing with her. Stop playing with her. Okay? Ruqaiya wanted to be that girl. She wanted to have, because this is very cute. Jodha had twins until unfortunately the twins died. And then she had Salim. Jodha is the queen supreme. And Ruqaiya wished, and that's the thing, Ruqaiya thought for the longest that she was going to have Jalal's first heir. That's what she thought. She thought that. But destiny, faith, that's what you guys want to call it, destiny, faith. God said, no, ma'am. He said, the thing is with you, Ruqaiya, is you do too much. That's the thing, right? What she's doing right here, she's doing too much. And she's doing this because, you know, if you guys don't know, at this scene, like, Jodha Begum is in front of her, and she's trying to like hug on top of Jalal to make Jodha Begum jealous and that sort of thing. Because this is the part where Jalal was like falling in love with Jodha and that sort of thing. But it's like, Ruqaiya, like, you really thought that you were gonna be Maryam Uz-Zamani? You really thought that you were gonna have Jalal's heir? Are you serious? You really thought that Jalal was never gonna fall in love with somebody else? You really thought that nobody was gonna take your place? And Jodha Begum did it swiftly. It took a while. Don't get me wrong. It took a while with Jalal and Jodha. You know, there were a lot. Y'all, let me tell you guys something. There were a lot of obstacles in this marriage between Jalal and Jodha, and that's just me. Maybe, honestly, y'all, I think I might have to do another video on the maybe, I don't know, like the differences between Jalal in the movie and Jalal in the show, because it's like, and how the marriage was, because it's just like there were a lot of obstacles in Jalal and Jodha's marriage, and that's just me putting it lightly, because it's just like they had all these forces against them. And in a way, no shade, Jalal also, you know, he played a hand in that. He also, you know, perpetuated a lot of the BS that really, you know, just isolated and alienated Jodha from him. And in a way, Jalal can't be too bad, because it's just like, you out here propping up Ruqaiya. Well, not, and of course you should, but it's like you propping up other women, Jalal. You putting other women like against Jodha's, you know, trying to make her jealous, trying to do this, trying to do that. You like, and plus also Jalal also used Ruqaiya when it was convenient to make Jodha jealous. There were some episodes like that. So it was like there was a lot of obstacles. But however, destiny came, and it came right, because it made the true queen Jodha be the one. Because that's very clear. Jalal loves Jodha. He does not love Ruqaiya. Maybe he might love her as the best friend, but as a wife, No. No. He doesn't love her. I think that he cares deeply about her because at the end of the day, that is his best friend and that is his first wife. And he respects her, but he doesn't love her. The only person that Jalal truly and only loves is Jorha. And I think that Ruqaiya's entitlement, like, she couldn't get past it. Like, in a way, she thought that it was, that's why Ruqaiya was always doing these evil acts, behind Jalal's back and behind Jorha's back, because she didn't want Jalal to fall in love with Jorha, because he knew, Ruqaiya had an inkling that, like, the way things were going, that's what was gonna happen, And Mahamanga saw, mind you, Mahamanga been warned Ruqaiya about it, and at least Mahamanga was honest. She was like, listen, Mahamanga really said like that. She was like, girl, I'm not a fan of Jorha Begum, but girl, I see what's gonna happen here in the future. I see what's gonna happen here, and it's giving very much like Jalal is gonna find this girl. Like, at the end of the day, Jorha is different compared to all of Jalal's other wives, and I feel like that's the reason why Jalal found her so intriguing, even though they both hated each other in the beginning. But he also found her intriguing. It's because Jorha wasn't like thirsting for Jalal. She didn't want his affections in the beginning. She didn't want his love. She wanted his head. And that's not the head I'm talking about. I'm talking about his head as far as like chopping that head off and putting it in front of her goddesses. Okay? So she had no interest in him, and that's why I feel like Jalal was so drawn to Jorha. He's like, girl, like, I have all these women want to be with me. I have so many wives, but yet you're the only one that doesn't want to be with me. What is happening here, Jorha Begum? What's the tea? So that's why I feel like Jalal was so like drawn to her. And plus, she was different. She was a Hindu princess, that sort of thing, compared to like, probably his other wives were mostly Muslim. So that's really what it is. Ruqaiya Begum, at the end of the day, and here's the thing though, I will say, I'm kind of mad at the writers for not killing off Ruqaiya Begum, because I feel like at a certain point, there was a certain point where Ruqaiya was not needed. And I have to be honest, I think, and I'm going to put this into a short, I think that Ruqaiya Begum should have been killed off the show at a certain point. I think that after, just the whole scene with the twins and all that stuff, it's like, I just had enough of Ruqaiya Begum's bullshit. So it's just like, there should have been a point where they should have killed her off. I don't think that you should have let her last that long to the end of the show. And maybe they were going through historical context with that. I don't know. But I could have done without Ruqaiya Begum at a certain point. Like, there was a times where it's like, yes, her character was necessary, and she definitely added to the plot. But it's just like, I felt like, especially towards the times when Jorha was pregnant and she was giving birth to kids, it's like she was not, like, why was Ruqaiya there? You know what I'm saying? Like, either they should have put her in the background, let her stay there, let her not have no lines, let her just be a side character. But it's like, I feel like they're just throwing things at the wall when it came to Ruqaiya's character. Like, at a certain point, either kill homegirl off or give her less lines, okay? We're more focused on the true couple, which is Jorha and Jalal, okay? Put some respect on their name. And that's just that on that. Either way, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys feel like Ruqaiya, well, she is entitled. Ruqaiya is very entitled. But tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think that she's entitled? Do you guys think that Ruqaiya had a right to be angry at Jorha for, like, basically, according to her words, she took Jalal away from her, which is BS because Jalal is a grown man. He's the one that fell in love with Jorha. Okay? He's the one that wanted her. He's the one that chased it after her. So it's like, Ruqaiya just needs to be mad at herself for always putting station and status above her being, like, just loving Jalal. Even Jalal loving her. Like, they both didn't contribute to this marriage the way how it should have been. Okay? They went about it as, hey, king and queen, like, let's do our duty, let's do this, let's do that, let's scheme against these people. But Jorha loved Jalal, and Jalal loved Jorha on a human level. And those are just the facts. So what you guys think in the comment section below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.